Alright, everything wrong with Harry Potter and the or Half-Blood Prince this time. Part 6, here we go.
"24 seconds of logo. Why did Harry and Dumbledore wait around at the Ministry after the big fight with Voldemort for the dozens of news crews to show up? Especially if he's going to be ushering him away from the press like he doesn't want Harry to go through that pressure. I mean, damn. Storm clouds in London. Better go to the window to witness this extremely rare occurrence. These three smoke monster guys destroy a bridge that everyone conveniently runs off before it sinks into the water.
Harry Potter.
They'd be dead
It's Harry
otherwise.
Potter.
Why is Harry reading the magic newspaper containing moving pictures in a non-magic public-ass place?
A couple nights ago, I could have sworn I saw a
She knows who he is.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, I was wondering.
11. That's when I get off.
Damn, that's specific. Billboard irony. Well, if it isn't that wand blocker Dumbledore, wanting to talk to Harry after spending the entire previous year not talking to Harry.
The tale is thrilling, if I say so myself. But now is not the time to tell us.
Because reasons.
Actually, sir, after all these years, I just sort of go with it.
You go with it despite the fact that no one has ever taken you to the Hufflepuff to stick your Slytherin in someone's Gryffindor.
Once up.
Bruh. Bruh, why does he always have to make these? Oh my god.
Oh wait, maybe I underestimated Dumbledore. Blood drips from the ceiling to let character know to look up cliché. Blood tasting. Come on, did this guy really
Ew.
not know his feet were sticking out of the chair? Also, how did licking the blood drop from Harry's head tell Dumbledore, better give that chair a closer look?
So I never stay anywhere more than a week.
Then how did Dumbledore know where to find— oh, f***ing forget it.
Even more impressive when one considers she was Muggle-born.
That's racist.
My
Wow.
best friend's is Muggleborn. She's the best in our year.
And yet you keep getting all the credit.
Why do they have a bias against Muggleborns? Like, what did they ever do to prove that they're not worthy to study magic? For real. That's just something I thought of.
Your mother was one of my absolute favourites. Look, there she is.
Wait, just a minute ago you said—
The Muggles who own this place are in the Canary Islands.
but now we're supposed to believe that you have pictures of all the people who are important to you? One of them just happening to be Harry's mom sitting here in this muggle house? Also, you said—
I never stay anywhere more than a week.
so that means you're carrying around
That's not what he meant.
19 framed pictures to a new place every week?
You no doubt know his older brother, Sirius, died a few weeks ago.
Harry's in the news everywhere because of the showdown at the Ministry of Magic, which is where Sirius died. So how does Slughorn know that Sirius died but not know that Harry was there when it happened?
Professor Slughorn is going to try to collect you, Harry.
And that's all I need to say about that.
That's why he's returning to Hogwarts. And it's crucial he should return.
But I won't tell you why until much, much later, if at all.
I fear I may have stolen a wondrous night from you, Harry.
Magical cockblocking. Dumbledore's a dick. Is there
Oh my god.
ever a time when this pan isn't getting magically scrubbed in the sink?
Make the unbreakable vow.
Franchise waits until the 6th movie to mention the unbreakable vow thing, which is no doubt super important, but not really. Also, if an unbreakable vow exists and is so powerful, why not use it to do something impossible? Like, I vow to impress Kate Upton with my considerable math skills.
If Draco
Do you have any good math skills, mate?
fail, will you yourself carry out the deed?
Movie is jumping up and down trying to tell you everything about the ending right here in the first 20 minutes, which makes you wonder why they bothered with the other 2 hours and 10 minutes, but whatever. Foreshadowing. You are amazed.
The Dark Lord
I'm not going to comment on what's wrong with what he just said.
I will.
How did the glowing magic wrist thing know that this was the end of all the vows? Dick shop. Hey, let's go into the bombed out
What?
former wand store so that plot can happen. Brilliant.
Is it me, or do Draco and Mummy look like two people who don't want to be followed?
Okay, first of all, Draco would clearly have seen you assholes since you literally just walked into this place from the same street before saying this. And second, are there people who want to be followed? Also, does every single
Good
plot
point.
point in the Harry Potter universe hinge on someone overhearing something or being in the right place to see something at the right time? Also, why do the Malfoys walk to this super secret meeting place out in the open where anyone can see where they're going? Don't they have the ability to magically transport like we've seen all the good guys do in this series? I'm just saying, if I had been Voldemort in this series, I would have won. City planners made it amazingly easy
Why
to
do you want
eavesdrop on
to?
people no matter where they go in their own house. How did they get up there on— oh, never mind. You'd think that would be one of the first tasks when calling a secret meeting. Shoulder troll.
What's a Raxbat?
They're invisible creatures. They float in your ears and make your brain go fuzzy.
Oh, cool. What?
So what was Draco doing with that weird-looking cabinet? And who were all those people?
And why did I wait all the way until now to ask these questions?
It's happened. He's one of them.
Pronoun game.
What a pathetic excuse for a school.
Evil Harry Potter is right. Apparently Malfoy can just stay on the train with
Did
a whole
he-
car to himself with
Oh, did he just call him evil Harry Potter? Hold on.
chins.
It's happened. He's one of them.
Pronoun game.
What a pathetic excuse for a school.
Evil Harry Potter is right. Apparently
Bruh. He did call him evil Harry Potter.
Malfoy can just stay on the train with the whole car to himself without anyone noticing or caring. Why is Luna still on the damn train? You've got to be kidding me with this shit. Thankfully, Luna also just happens to be wearing super secret 3D magic glasses that allow her to find Harry.
How do you know where I was?
Experts. Your head's full of them.
Yeah, but you didn't notice that until you walked into this car for absolutely no explained reason. Why is Harry's nose still bleeding? Didn't Malfoy kick him like an hour ago? Then Luna fixed his nose, and now he comes in with this thing like it just happened or something?
What have I missed?
Sorting Hat urges all to be brave and strong in these troubled times.
Since when does the Sorting Hat have important things to say, and do anything other than tell people what house to go to? And here's where I point out the avalanche of convenience that leads Harry to the Half-Blood Prince's book, capped off with the oh-so-clever, one old book, one new book standoff with Ron. F***ing bravo, you maestros. Only girls are inexplicably drawn to the love potion. All they want to do is get married and have kids. They should, in fact, just drop out now and find a husband before they turn into old maids.
Liquid luck.
Bruh.
Desperately tricky to make, disastrous should you get it wrong.
But there is a way to make it, so why aren't there gallons of this shit? And let's say Voldemort had
Like
some
he
of
just
it, and
said,
Dumbledore had some of it.
it's hard
Who would
to
the love
make.
potion favor then?
One sip,
It would be a
and
drop.
find that all of your endeavors succeed.
My only question is, the f*** haven't we heard about this potion or seen it used dozens of times already during the trials and tribulations these assholes have endured? And don't give me that it's tricky to make shit either. Like this series is always
also
done with
risky to
rare
keep
magical
taking
items.
over and over.
Something this useful would have been mass-produced by now.
Crush it, don't cut it.
No, the instructions specifically say to cut.
And why is that? Was the book translated from Sanskrit or something? Why is the textbook's recipe wrong? Dumbledore
It's not wrong. The one in there is just another way to do it.
asks Harry if he's into Hermione and then dismisses the topic as soon as Harry says he isn't. Because, let's be honest, that was for you, the audience, and not for anyone actually in this scene. Dumbledore's memory of his first meeting with Tom Riddle is so vivid he remembers a photograph of a place that just happens to be of major importance to the entire story.
I can speak to...
It's a memory. Of course, you can see what was going on in the back. He stored that memory in his pensive so that way he can view it whenever he wants at full detail.
Snakes, too. They find me. Is that normal for someone like me?
Dumbledore must have left out as part of the memory where he completely and utterly disregarded this question.
Did I know I just met the most dangerous dark wizard of all time? No.
But how?
You see, Professor Slughorn
What do you mean how? He was a kid.
possesses
Stupid.
something I desire very dearly.
But I'm not going to say what it is yet because screw you. That's why.
You said Professor Slughorn will try to collect me.
Yeah, what the f*** did you mean by that?
Do you want me to let him?
Wait, you know what the f*** he meant by that? Malfoy always has an apple on hand, just in case he needs to eat it and look like even more of an asshole. Why does one team's Quidditch tryouts have such a large spectator turnout? And why is Hermione here instead of...
Okay, hold on. The apple thing, I'm pretty sure Tom Felton was just trying to sneak apples onto set. So, because he wanted to eat them during the filming or whatever. But I don't think that really matters too much.
studying? I know she likes Ron in the romantic way, but still, she didn't even bring books.
Keepers need to be quick, agile.
Discount Danielson.
Think you could introduce me to your friend Granger? Wouldn't mind getting on a first-name basis, know what I mean?
Dude, you're the handsomest guy in all of Hogwarts. You can't work up the courage to talk to Hermione? She's a little bunny, and you're a bear, and you're looking at these claws and these fangs, and you're like, how do I kill the bunny? Okay, movie shows us Hermione looking at Ron, then the other keeper tryout dude, who is obviously looking back and flirting, and then cuts to the wide shot to show you how ridiculously impossible it would be for all that eye contact to happen. Okay, first of all, here's the Harry Potter universe again, giving us the finger regarding the need for wands to do magic. Second of all, cheating. This is an awful...
I'm pretty sure she pronounced that wrong, isn't it? Never mind. Isn't it spelled confundo? Whatever.
Small sample size to judge your keepers. I mean, a couple of throws decide...
Well, she literally judged Ron for that in the first movie, Wingardium Leviosa. Like, bruh, you can't even pronounce that spell correctly, Emma Watson. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna diss. There's no point.
Who's gonna be on the team? Shouldn't this process be at least a week, with lots and lots of chances seen before you make your decision?
Who's the Half-Blood Prince?
Roll credits.
Does anyone fancy a butterbeer?
No, I've been to your wizarding world and I had your butterbeer, and it's disgusting. Cream soda crossed with marshmallow crossed with 15 pounds of sugar. You turned sweet into a swear word.
You'd be welcome too,
What
Granger.
the fuck are you talking about?
You, Ron.
Good to see you.
Wait, what?
And I had your butterbeer, and it's disgusting. Cream soda crossed with marshmallow crossed with 15 pounds of sugar. You turned sweet into a swear word.
You'd be welcome too, Granger.
And you, Ron.
Good to see you, Wallenby.
Haha, he can't remember
Damn.
Ron's name. Classic.
I warned him not to touch it.
Major plot thing happens at the exact same time Harry and company leave the bar. None of these students with
That's
magical
just called
powers
advancing
do
the plot.
anything while this girl is hovering in the air.
Get back, all of you!
What are
Good
they
thing Hagrid
supposed to
just
do?
happens to be here.
Why is it when something happens, it is always you three?
Were you not briefed on how they were just minding their own goddamn business?
I think Miss Bell is lucky to be alive.
It's pretty lucky that every student at Hogwarts has survived every
kidding.
single attempted murder since year one. Might be because there's magic for everything.
Hermione's got nice skin, wouldn't you say? As skin goes, I mean.
I've never really
Bruh.
thought about it.
Liar.
If a monster existed,
Bullshit. There's no way you haven't. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, I could easily see Harry thinking about that. I don't know why.
it's buried deep within.
Then why did you cast such a creepy kid to play Tom Riddle in the Dumbledore flashback? Seems to me the monster not only existed, but was right on the damn surface. You get the sense that Luna's the Lady Gaga of this group. Maybe, like, she's just being weird for the sake of being weird. We're in the 6th movie,
Oh
and
my
Quidditch
God.
is somehow still a big deal. Like, Voldemort is out there and recruiting people and readying for war. But we still need to watch Quidditch matches in this movie.
Didn't put it in.
But it took Luna Lovegood's keen eyes to even bring up the idea that you put something in his drink earlier. You didn't tell Ron about it until she started opening up her weird yap. Have we seen Hermione and Ron joking with each other, touching each other, any kind of clue that they were attracted to each other? There's absolutely no chemistry between them. Just because a book or a movie says two people are going to be together doesn't mean the attraction was there all along. Hogwarts is big enough for Harry to have...
Fair. Like, honestly, I know it's canon, but I don't like it. Like, I mean, not really, no. I mean, you only really start noticing that they're interested in each other in the 7th book. I mean, yeah, they have the arguments, but that's just, some people say that's sexual tension, but no, they just hate each other, and Ron literally hated her in the beginning of the series, so. They argue with this. I don't get it. I don't know how that could work at all.
do a bit of looking around in order to find Hermione, but small enough for Ron and Kissy Pants to just traipse right by on accident. It's Ron Weasley! Magic makes the human component in the book filing largely unnecessary.
That's Romilda Vane.
Man, is this whole movie gonna be Love Actually?
Hey, she's only interested in you because she thinks you're the chosen one.
Okay, A, he is, and B, he's only interested in her because you just pointed her out as a possible date. Someone, or something, ate the apple and was an asshole. Also, why do the evil forces need to test their magic teleportation cabinet that obviously was built for this very purpose? Also, I guess this is something that takes an entire f***ing school year to learn. You know, so we can go through all the damn teen angst this movie has to offer.
Cormac, that's who you invited.
I know, right? He's already in the Slughorn Club. He was coming here tonight regardless.
You've just bought yourself a month's detention, McLagan.
This is a private party and not a school function, and vomiting is a month's detention? You gotta be shitting me. I believe it was Snape in the earlier movie who somehow knew Harry was eavesdropping on the teachers outside Dumbledore's office, right? And said this conversation is no longer private, right?
That was
But
Dumbledore.
here, no idea he's being listened to surreptitiously.
Unbreakable vow. You sure that's what Snape said?
Harry waits until they get on the train to discuss the thing he overheard. Did he just keep this information to himself, thinking, man, if only we could get on a train and I could finally discuss this?
What happens if you break an unbreakable vow?
I thought the very meaning of the term was that you physically could not break it. Plenty of magic to go
If you'd break it, you'd die. That's the point. You can't just not break it.
around during a time when everyone's scared of a massive threat. We can't protect the children, but we can make cake toppers dance. So we got that going for us.
Perhaps Harry's right, Remus. I mean, to make an unbreakable vow...
These people can't just find out from Dumbledore that Snape's allegiance to his vow is part of his double cross. Is there any reason they don't have the understanding of this shit that Albus does?
He's a vanishing cabinet.
A vanishing cabinet?
I know, right? Why haven't we ever heard of these things before? No franchise in history gets more mileage out of making shit up as they go along than...
The movies don't really go into it until the 6th film, but in the 5th book, it's mentioned a few times. I think in the 2nd one, it might be mentioned once. It's mentioned in the book because one of the Slytherins ended up getting pushed into it, and then they were found weeks later in a toilet, stuck in a toilet. No clue how they ended up there. Oh yeah, in the 2nd book, Peeves ended up dropping it, I think, and it broke, so it got damaged, so that's what happened, I think. And then it ended up in the Room of Requirement after the 5th film. I mean, not film, book.
So, two badass wizard adults struggle with the fire after Harry jumps through, and then Ginny just runs by like, tra-la-la, are you fucking kidding me? Any spells you could cast to stupefy Harry and Ginny and maybe apparate Harry to Voldemort? Especially since you can't kill them because of the stupid save them for Voldemort rule.
Yeah, you could do that.
Why didn't they do that in the first place? Why is the family that uses magic to scrub pans and move cake toppers worried about a simple fire? Can't they just magic up themselves a new shoe house?
Confused? I'd be surprised if you weren't.
Since I've been intentionally keeping crucial information from you.
But why would he tamper with his own memory?
Yeah, why stop at tampering? Surely there's a spell that could make you forget something completely.
I love her.
Well, brilliant.
Why is it that when someone is obviously acting strangely in this world, no one immediately thinks curse or charm, or that guy might not be Ron at all? Must be Ron getting into the liquor cabinet again. Glug glug.
Do you think she knows I exist?
I bloody well hope so. She's been snogging you for 3 months.
Snogging? Who are you talking about?
You mean Ron's been playing the pronoun game this entire time? Geez, this was a long con version of it. Fortunately for Harry, Ron gets stung by some kind of weird love potion that gives him the perfect excuse to get back into Slughorn's good graces.
And for the record, I've always found him interesting.
Love how all the teachers are just silently absorbing the teen romance drama unfolding in front of them, as though there aren't more important topics to discuss or things to do.
Correction, they're letting them deal with their own problems.
Draco has no peripheral vision or spatial awareness whatsoever to not see Harry right now. Also, I know Draco's been doing this a lot this year, but what convenient timing for him to walk by mysteriously just as Harry is walking alone mysteriously. A reminder, it's past Christmas, and Draco's vanishing cabinet experiments have only graduated from apple to small bird. Why was the vanishing cabinet 6th on the list of all of Voldemort's potential Hogwarts Harry defeat plans? Doesn't this seem easier than several of the previous plans he's bafflingly gone with ahead of this one?
Stop it, Ron. You're making it snow.
Now magic doesn't even have to be done on purpose to happen? Harry
just
uses a spell he literally
down to
just
the
read the name
spell.
of in a book 5 minutes ago without knowing what it does. Hell, I'm surprised he could even pronounce it correctly on the first try, recalling his ridiculous butchering of Diagon Alley in the second film. So even when someone casts a spell that causes this much blood loss, there's a spell that keeps them alive? Apparently, Harry's allowed to just chill with his friends
called
after
closing
merely
the
committing a
wound.
murder, and no inquiries are necessary.
You have to get rid of it today.
Or simply don't use the spells out of the book that explicitly say for enemies on it. That would work too.
It's the wrong
Good
requirement.
point.
Wait, so after the last movie, they just stuffed this room of requirement full of junk like a warehouse? And not only that, but Draco's been coming here all year to kill birds and teleport apples, but he was allowed in because he really needed it? The f*** is going on here?
We need to hide the Half-Blood Prince's book, where no one will ever find it, including you.
When you see Parallax in this room, you'll understand why this is a bad idea. Just destroy the thing.
Slughorn usually eats early, takes a walk, and then returns to his office.
How many nights did you stake out the Marauders map to know his schedule this f***ing well? Harry just thought of the liquid luck idea, like, in the last scene, man.
Merlin's beard.
If this character had said Merlin's beard just one more time in this movie, we would have been compelled by common sense to make a bonus round.
Seriously misunderstood creatures spiders are.
Yeah, but in the Chamber of Secrets, this one in particular was going to kill Ron and Harry before the magic car came and saved them. I think these
Hagrid
spiders are
didn't know
properly
that.
understood. Spider Funeral. Also, movie over 2.5 hours long
Why is that
has time
sin?
for the Spider Funeral. He's drunk now, so surely he'll start spilling the secrets Harry needs. And what's a guy like me to say about the convenience of that shit when the screenplay already excused it with liquid luck ex machina?
Can you only split the soul?
That's
once?
not an ex machina.
For instance, isn't 7?
7.
In the near future, this conversation will take place about splitting movies into 7 parts. And all of our souls will be broken that day.
They could be hidden anywhere, couldn't they?
True. But magic, especially dark magic, leaves traces.
I'm assuming that despite the fact they leave traces, you're still going to have to kind of know where they are. And this will still not be in any way easy. Too bad there isn't a way to make some sort of liquid that creates luck for this situation.
It's where you've been going, isn't it, sir?
That probably won't even help
When you
you.
leave the school.
Yes. And I think perhaps I may have found another.
Fucking what? You just said.
This is beyond anything I imagined.
So which is it, asshole? You either hadn't imagined it, or you've been investigating it for months.
Forgive my mawkishness, Harry. I'm an old man.
You still look the same to me, sir.
At least since the 3rd movie.
You must obey every command
Bruh.
I give you.
Voldemort split his soul into 7 Horcruxes, but he decided that only one of them needed to be an RPG adventure to find. Well, sure, I'm glad that Voldemort kept a nice picture of this place in his orphan room that a memory somehow remembered.
In order to gain passage, payment must
Not
be
gonna
made.
bring
How
that up
about
again.
just not making it in any way possible for any kind of passage? Was Voldemort planning on coming back here to visit his Horcrux?
There it is. The only
Maybe.
question is, how do we get there?
I don't know, apparate maybe? He's calling a boat out of the water, but it's kind of hard to believe that in a world with a spell that makes cake toppers dance, there's not also a spell just to create a boat and plop it right where you're standing.
Harry.
Probably could, but it probably wouldn't
How
let
about
you
casting
do
the
it.
Aguamenti spell directly into his mouth? Or have him cup his hands? Oh well, I guess there are no options other than to drink the dirty cave water. Army of discount golems. Is this a good time to ask whether the Patronus charm is strictly for Dementors? Couldn't it help in this situation too? Seriously, why did it take this long for the
Probably
teleporting
not.
cabinet thing to work? and just in time for Dumbledore's return from the Voldemort Soul Cave. In a world full of magical bullshit that is completely unnecessary, there is apparently nothing called an anti-eavesdropping spell. They can create invisible train station entrances, fix eyeglasses, and other completely useless shit, like dancing cake toppers. Have I mentioned this movie has magical dancing cake toppers? Because it does.
Don't you understand? I have to do this.
Honestly, leaving the assassination to Draco, who thought this was a good idea? Also, potions can turn people into other people, so why didn't Draco just stay home while Bellatrix drank a potion and pretended to be Draco? She could have ended this really quickly, like on the first day of school.
He doesn't have the stomach, just like his father.
His father casually tried to kill Harry in the Chamber of Secrets, so where does this sudden idea that Lucius doesn't have the stomach to kill innocent people come from? Snape is addicted to Dumbledore. Also, since we know later that Snape and Dumbledore planned this, does Snape's soul still break in two after killing him? That's how I heard it works anyway. Kind of a...
He'd have to have the intent to do it, it doesn't just happen.
Harsh penalty to pay for an agreement like this.
No! He belongs to the Dark Lord.
Wait, you mean she didn't know that Harry was being saved for Voldemort? Then why did she wait to kill him in that wheat field earlier? Also, if he belongs to the Dark Lord, why doesn't Bellatrix just take Harry to him?
Her.
We know why Snape won't do it, but she doesn't have any reason not to.
Outside it may be raining, but in here it's entertaining.
For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
By
Why?
Grandpa's hammer. What a savings. Once there was a young man.
Got into an accident,
Bruh.
couldn't count the school bus.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Think you could introduce me to your friend Granger? Wouldn't mind getting on a first-name basis, know what I mean?
Say no more, know what I mean? Nudge, nudge.
Go to your
Oh my God.
houses.
A plague on both your houses!
Well, I hope that's not a hostage.
What if that had been poop?
What?
If you build it, he will come.
That's enough for me.
Oh, come on, Arnold. Listen, don't worry about too much wine. I mean, I'm not gonna let you have too much wine because you know your folks may smell it on your breath. How they might get mad at me.
What's the point in that?
Pretty bird. Yeah, can you say pretty bird? Pretty bird.
I haven't been like that since grade school.
Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. And I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It don't matter. Do what you want. Thank you.